Is that what did you say? I wasted my time coming over here?
Well, I feel
Is
like
that
you
what
had
you
to
just
repeat.
said?
Yes.
Okay.
You had to repeat your story several times, and it's not.
And then they sent me over here, and then I'm going to the very start, the place that I started. It's a hamster wheel. This is really, really abusive. Well, this day was pretty strange for my life. I was in there talking to people. They couldn't help send me over there. You can't help and send me back to them. Then you said some kind of emergency something.
Right.
And then I don't know who's giving it.
Yeah, so one of our providers will give the emergency eval. What they're going to do is finish what's called the TRR assessment.
But all these 6 people I talked to, none of that was happening. Can you walk me through what are the relevancy of all these 6 people I talked to, and then talking to you twice, waiting for one time 15 minutes and then one time 20 minutes for you alone?
For me alone, it was because I needed to call managers of different programs.
But you're a manager.
Well, I am, but I don't know everything.
I know that it seems like a lot of parties are involved in pathological lies.
Right.
Okay. I'm the one that's fleeing abuse but can't. There are cons everywhere I'm at.
Yeah, what's yours?
Clark, you're the one that can't flee a domestic abuse crisis nowhere on the planet. So another 10-minute wait after all the waiting that I did with you and multiple others. Okay. It's my life.
What? Oh, you going over to crisis?
Yes.
We'll wait till we get my office to talk.
Oh, okay.
And
But what was that all about? That's what I asked you prior.
Crisis? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so just because you said that you just wanted to walk over there just to do the assessment to see if you qualify to get seen by a case manager and get medication sooner, but they bounced you back over here. So we're just gonna schedule you for an eval and try to get you seen as quickly as we possibly can.
Okay, well, he lied and said that he was going to do some kind of emergency thing, and I've heard a lot of pathological lies today. And if
What
you're
emergency?
scheming to keep me from services like I think you are, that's criminal. And where people had need to get the consequences for repeatedly doing this day after day at every location I'm at, and even to giving me simple things like hygiene packs, games, and washing clothes repeatedly unaddressed. So I don't understand why people try to get my hopes up high that I'm going to get treated like a normal human being in this country would, and then the dangle services that I don't get for 7 years. He said that he was going to set up some emergency thing. Didn't make sense, like as well as a multitude of other parties I spoke with today. Like sending me, walking me over there, then wanting me to walk back.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that people have been playing games and wasting my time this morning. So he didn't set up the emergency psych eval?
I don't believe he did. We're gonna set up the eval since you're gonna finish your assessment with us. So I'm typing right now. I'm trying to see what dates they have for eval so I can give you.
He said that he was gonna set up emergency eval.
So emergency eval that would just be trying to get soon a little bit sooner than September.
Okay, I just don't understand when the FBI is going to interrupt people, interrupting mental health treatment, physical, other treatment, medical treatment, and it's repeatedly unaddressed.
I'm really sorry about that.
I don't think you are. I think it's deliberate to play. We have with this runaround for 7 years.
We have an eval, so a crisis eval. So that was the emergency eval that you probably heard him talking about for July 10th at 1:30.
That's my son's birthday. They set up a lot of things on my son's birthday to let me know that it's being controlled.
Do you not want that date then?
I'm not being heard. I don't know why all my environment's covered for abuse. Are you sure you're not being controlled by my abuser? Because why would you disregard that?
I'm positive.
And then assume that I didn't want the date. It's like you're trying to control me.
So do you want to be seen July 10th at 1:30?
Oh, how long ago? So then when I'm seeing July 10th, then what happens?
You'll get your medication and you'll just get started with services.
So I'll get my medication the same day?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
You believe?
Yes.
So would someone have to instruct you on the lie that you have to tell? What do you mean you believe?
You will get your medication that day.
Okay,
Yes.
so I've done a walk-in like other people can do, and they got
Mhm.
medication, but you guys have conned and schemed to keep me from medication. And then you're saying that I got to get it July 10th, and then I'll get it the same day. And I heard blatant lies earlier saying that you can't get it the same day. So, but people keep on getting away with these pathological lies. Ma'am, I don't know where I'll be in 10 days. I can't get services, but I will try for it.
So we'll do July 10th at 1:30. I'll give you an appointment card for you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what about the domestic abuse? You guys can't help with that at all? The police told you not to?
We haven't talked to the police or anything like that
Sure.
about you.
Okay, what about the domestic abuse situation, ma'am?
Do you want to be referred to friends of the family?
I repeatedly keep asking you to speak with a social worker, and you guys keep referring me to crooked places, like they've done 7 years. You keep forcing me to be on a hamster wheel
Okay.
and
Well,
making it impossible to flee abuse when the police weren't assaulting me and arresting me at the locations. So are you denying me my right to speak with a case worker and flee abuse
no,
here
I'm not
at
denying
this
your right.
MHMR Denton County location?
I messaged your case manager to see if she's available to meet with you after we're done. Okay. And I'll write down her name and her number so that you can call her.
I want to see her in person.
You want to see her in person? Okay. Well, I'll still give you her name and her number. Okay. And then you'll be meeting with Dr. Ravindran when you come in July. Okay.
Okay. He said everybody has a price. They do. I haven't seen one that didn't have a price. Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So
Okay.
this is an HMR.
Mhm.
An emergency. The con is an emergency eval is scheduled out 10, 12 days later.
That is a pretty soon eval.
I'm just trying to get clarity
Yeah.
on an emergency
Mhm.
psych eval.
Mhm.
You have to wait 12 days. Then you get your medicine the same day.
Mhm.
But the con is you don't get your medicine the same day earlier.
Well, today you didn't. You came for a walk-in intake. So when you do intake, our policy is you're not able to get any medication until you see a psychiatrist. So I'm just the intake staff. I'm just enrolling you into services. So I'm not.
I have been being violated for a long time and have a history of abuse, and I have used MHMR services, and I just since I've been targeted, the repeated lies, and people can't get their story straight. So I'm deliberately trying to incriminate you guys for wasting my time all day and conspire with abuse and playing mind games, having me walk across the street, walk back here, there, and all these games. I'm deliberately trying to incriminate you. No one has the right to do this year after year with no consequences. It's sadistic. Have me walk over there, come back over here. It's impossible everywhere I'm at to flee abuse 7 years. No one gives a damn, leaving me in it day after day. If enforcing, I go to homeless shelters, even if I can get in them. I'm tired of it. So, but everyone I'm placed behind has no compassion and repeatedly keeps leaving me in it. Ma'am, I don't know what to do. They're just scamming at Salvation Army that you can only stay there 5 days at a time. Every location I'm at are compulsive liars, and repeatedly nothing's done. So let's see what con they're gonna scheme to keep me from getting shelter. Okay, you're waiting on her to respond.
Yeah.
So no one thought when I was waiting all these hours and told you my life was in jeopardy to contact her at that time and see what her day was like.
Well,
when I talked to you several hours ago, and games have been played ever since games were played in here, and then they were played across the street. So out of all this time, someone fleeing, did anyone bother to do a mandatory report of me being violated?
okay.
You're nodding your head. That's a question.
What do you want us to report to your case manager?
I don't know. Don't you have mandatory reporting? Shouldn't you be educated on that? If not reporting certain things, it's criminal for you.
If you're a child, yes, but because you're an adult.
No, heard that lie too. If anyone is in an abusive crisis, I thought it was mandatory reporting, and you should be educated on that because it's a criminal crime if you don't report certain things.
Okay. Well, I'll wait to see what your case manager says.
So after all this time, you have never contacted the case manager.
I did. I'm still waiting for a response from her.
What time
She's
did you
very
contact
busy.
her?
When you were here earlier,
What time was that, ma'am?
let me see. I do not know. With the one that's inside.
I just want to freely abuse without my abuser controlling my environment, so I don't know what to do. I repeatedly keep trying to flee abuse, and everywhere wants me to go to home shelters that won't even let me stay there. Schemes that you can't watch. Everything's cut off when I show up. Can I don't have the hassle getting a hygiene pack? Every single thing is a hassle for me. Trying to book a go zone, they have to go through a living hell to do that too.
So that
Is the case manager here?
she's here, but
You don't think that you need to go talk to her?
she might be in a meeting with.
You haven't checked? I'm not understanding this.
Well,
What time is it?
I can walk to the lobby and go look for her.
Okay, that would be nice.
Okay, you're welcome back.
Okay. So the situation is highly enforced no matter what I have said to these people, how afraid I have been. They have yet unhinged. So he just got loud when I started talking, disregarding all over the place. So no matter what I have said to these people, they have yet to unhand any services. The bare minimum medicine, if I can get that.
Okay, so your case manager is not available today, but she has an appointment for tomorrow at 11.
Okay, is she going to play games like everybody else does?
No, she'll meet with you tomorrow at 11.
Is she going to get me house?
House?
Yeah, because people waste my time.
She can try, but it's not a guarantee.
I just don't understand why I keep repeatedly experiencing pathological liars. Why is it everywhere I'm at can't ever get anyone house for 7 years?
I'm sorry, but your appointment with MET is going to be tomorrow.
I just you don't care.
I care.
So we can't get a resolution to why I haven't been able to get house 7 years.
You can meet with your case manager tomorrow.
I would like to know today because I keep wasting my time all this day. So I wanted to make sure that my time would be wasted tomorrow.
She's not available today.
You can go ask her if she's going to play games tomorrow, so I have a remedy. If then won't waste my time.
She's in a meeting.
I can wait. How long is the meeting?
I'm not sure. She's with the client, so
I just repeatedly get pathological lies, man.
So do you want to wait for her?
Yes, I'll wait because it
this.
doesn't make sense if you're scamming to keep me from services. What is the difference? Is it a matter tomorrow? You're gonna still do the same thing until you get your felony charge.
Well, you have your appointment with her that's scheduled tomorrow.
Right, but I don't know if she's gonna help. You wasting my time all day today. How do I know you're not gonna do it tomorrow like everyone else has? So I wanted clarity on if she's going to actually legitimately help me because they did that at Salvation Army. They played games and then asked me to leave and wouldn't help me.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. And then this is the bus free. Okay? And then if she's available with you today, she'll let me know. She'll come out here.
I just want clarity on. I don't want any more games. I've experienced enough today, as well as for 7 years. I want to make sure you said she would attempt. I don't know why for 7 years no one could actually succeed. If it's my environments aren't being controlled, that is once again criminal. I remember you from RW Bread. You're here. Okay.
Okay, so do you need anything else from me? I can go message Amy again to see.
Yes, I just want clarity that she's not going to attempt or try, that she will succeed to put me in a safe environment.
Okay, but you still have that appointment with her tomorrow.
I would like to have clarity before there's more games played like today.
Okay, well I'll see what I can do, but like I said, she's really busy today. Okay.
She don't have time for a woman fleeing for her life to answer that question before I come. She's that busy to where she don't care about someone's life, like they have in 7 years.
She doesn't care. It's just that she has other
Well,
clients.
they have had other clients 7 years. I don't know why you didn't message her way early this morning when you guys were playing games and let her know then. I've spent 4 or 5 hours to get nowhere.
Okay.
So I don't know. Do you have a supervisor that has compassion and maybe care if someone's fleeing for her life that you can ask if they can actually get her house? Because it's been robbed. I'm just asking, getting clarity on if a supervisor would know if you can succeed in getting me in a safe environment.
Yeah, a supervisor would be able to.
Okay, well let's just see if someone can succeed and not try for 7 years.
So do you want to speak with the supervisor?
Yes, I want to see if they can
Let me go grab
succeed.
someone, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Because succeeding doesn't help. Attempting does not help me. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I just get gang stopped and I pay attention to faces. So I saw you at, our daily bread, and then you're here. So you see what I'm going through, trying to flee abuse. You look familiar too. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's probably where I saw it. Okay. Yes, this is Kiana Clark. I wanted to get clarity on if games would be played tomorrow. They've been played all day today, and I don't want to make an appointment tomorrow for someone to attempt to give me services to flee abuse. I'm trying to incriminate people, ma'am, so people can finally get the felony charge. I've had to deal with this long enough. So, if can you please give me clarity on if you're going to scheme to keep me from services tomorrow, like what was done today? I can be contacted back. So, the lady that I was trying to incriminate, that I said that you are from Our Daily Bread, I'm just trying to expose that I get gang stopped. So she was at Daily Bread playing petty games, and then she's here at MHMR Denton playing petty games, not to mention the petty games that I had to endure from staff. This vehicle's just sitting in the car. So then when I cross the intersection, they hurry up and speed off and try to interrupt me crossing the intersection. A lot of these recordings stopped on their own, so it's going to be a lot of videos.